Hey guys, Omni here. We are back for episode 11 of season 3 of Batwoman. Last episode seemingly brings an end to the Poison Ivy arc of the show, leaving the last 3 episodes, I have to imagine, purely focused around Marcus, now that Poison Ivy and Renee have won this all-expenses-paid trip to Coriana at the end of all the shenanigans that they got themselves into. Mary's been cured. She's dealing with the trauma of knowing she's killed some people. Yeah, there's some interesting stuff that they kind of laid the seeds for. But because they focused on getting Mary back, Jada didn't take too kindly to the fact that they ignored the deal that they had made with saving her son and returning him to her. And now she's burning Batwoman to the ground and exposing that all of this that's been happening to the city with all the Bat legacy gear getting out into the wild into the hands of these new criminals is Batwoman's fault. So, as we left off, on top of the leak and the damage from the dam causing flooding and drainage into the certain areas of Gotham, which led to some flooding and leaking that led to Marcus getting himself rehydrated and waking up from his dehydration coma that they put him in. So, we'll see where that goes. Guys, we're going to jump into this. After this, we're going on a 2-week break. It'll be back in 2 weeks for the final 2 episodes, so we will have a little bit of time away from this, so we'll see how this one comes to a close. But if you want to see the full-length reaction to this episode or any of the others, you can check those out over on Patreon, or if you become a member here on the channel, gets you access as well, along with all the watch-alongs for this series. You also get to check out the ones for all the other shows we've been covering here, as well as a bunch of movies that I have that's only over there. I just added Predestination with one last month's poll. At the start of each month, I take suggestions, and then we vote on what movie I add to that list at the end of each month. You also get monthly Q&As, behind-the-scenes footage. I'm trying to make it as worthwhile for you guys since you're going out of your way to support the channel in this manner. I know not everybody can do that, but a simple way you can do that, if that's not a way that you're able to do, is just by liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing these videos, and giving them all that love and attention that YouTube seems to enjoy a lot. That said and down the way, guys, let's go ahead and jump into this episode. Here we go. Too late.
Now that I know who you are, I know who I can hurt one by one.
Oh, God. That was a good laugh. That was a good Joker laugh right there. Now he's awake, kind of pissed off, and is perfectly locked and loaded with ammunition to go after them, thanks to Mary.
I helped Pamela do this. I killed that man. I told Marcus who you were. It's okay. No, it's not. I've put all of our lives in danger. So how many more people are gonna get hurt because of me?
No. That wasn't you. That was the infection. You understand me?
How are we gonna stop him?
We are gonna get that joy buzzer fixed and undo the damage the Joker did to him.
Pretty sure we voided the warranty.
So you can't fix it.
No, I mean, my dad would have studied this thing after Batman took down the Joker, but maybe if we had my dad's AI, we could get some answers. Any idea where it is?
The night of the party, I gave it to Marcus.
What?
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's just not your fault.
I know who can fix your little buzzer.
The person who originally built it.
Meet Kiki Roulette, the Joker's toy maker. Yeah, okay. Got a possible match in Drescher for Kathleen Rogers.
We're talking about enlisting the help of an emotionally unstable terrorist to repair frontal lobe damage with a children's toy. A doctor should probably be involved.
Take Alice.
Go with her.
Oh, yes!
Yeah.
They're a good team.
As far as Marcus knows, Alice and Mary are still Bat enemies, which means he won't be targeting them.
Sorry, can we just go back to the part about not being a Bat enemy? I'm confused.
Yeah, she did take the way she phrased that, made it seem like Alice isn't a Bat enemy anymore. So, growth.
Why don't we just tell Marcus I kissed you and you pushed me away?
We have bigger problems.
Is that what we are? A problem?
You know what I mean.
Actually, that...
God damn it.
We need to focus on keeping Gotham safe. We can wait for us.
Sounds like the same old song and dance from before, doesn't it?
I was just about to sit up to find Marcus.
Well, you're not gonna have to look very far. He's on every channel.
Oh no. What's he doing?
The buildings you see behind me are where all of the insanity in Gotham is supposed to be locked up safely and away from the public. but I'm here to tell.
His Arthur Fleck blazer and vest. I saw that in the promotional art.
How many people have to keep paying the price for Batwoman's insanity? Shouldn't the city at least know her name?
Oh no.
But if Batwoman won't take responsibility, I guess I'll have to. Somebody has to. And I will pour millions of dollars into improving this notorious asylum so that the truly ill among us can at last have the professional help they so desperately need.
Not a terribly evil move. I am going to provide mental health care.
She told me she had something over Marcus, some kind of leverage that kept her safe. If it's bad enough to protect Jada, maybe it's good enough to protect the city.
Piss her off more. Let's do it.
I have some concerns about your plans for a work release program. These are sadistic rapists, Mr. Jet. Serial murderers.
Good. That's exactly who I want to meet.
He's gonna make some friends. Zaz.
So it's true. Marquis Jet kills with a scar. And the look of it, probably already collecting your pension, huh?
There's always room for a few more.
I was hoping you'd say that.
He's here for recruiting.
Does it ever get easier? Living with the things you've done? Don't say it's not my fault.
It's totally your fault. That hunter didn't vine hurl himself into the tree, and dyeing your hair back to its natural color doesn't change that.
So what do I do now?
You take all of your feelings and you bury them deep down inside, and you cover them up with a...
That's not good either.
Go see if you can help out in the kitchen.
Hey!
Hello. We're looking for one of your residents.
Scrubs. I don't remember this actress's name. Just off the heels of the announcement that Turk is going to be in Legends next season. It's cool. We just need JD in here, man.
Sorry to bother you.
Actually, we do mean to bother you. Craziness, crazy. Kiki, it's Kathleen now.
Her crazy radar went off.
If you think Marcus is gonna let your home videos get in the way of his revenge, you don't know your son.
Excuse me, Miss Jet. There's a man here to see you. He doesn't have an appointment.
Oh!
I promise, Miss Jet, I won't take up much of your time. Frankly, because you don't have much of it left.
Yep.
Oh, hey, Brian.
I like their Zaz, man. I do.
You know this man?
In another life.
Whatever you're being paid, I'll triple it.
Considering your son hired me, killing you just lets him inherit more money that he can then give to me. So it's really just a waste of our time.
He makes a good point.
If it's me you're after, then you can let my daughter go.
Wait, I thought your mom was dead, right? Dead mom, number one, died in childbirth, blah, blah, blah.
He's actually curious.
So after years of separation, you two actually found each other and reconnected. Despite being apart, you both stormed the corporate CEO patriarchy to become powerful titans of the business? Now that's what I call a happy ending.
Until he shoots her.
Apparently, your son wants to give Batwoman a ringside seat to your demise. I'm not really sure what her dog is in this fight, but let's put an...
Oh, great. She's gonna have to reveal herself to Jada to save her. This is Marcus's plan.
I need my tools to fix it. They're all back at the Joker's old workshop. I've worked so hard to put all of this behind me.
I see right through that 12-step safe space 10-mother routine.
I've worked for over a decade and a half to find ways to make up for the damage I've done.
Between Mary and her, those two are very similar in their way that they've done some bad shit, but they've got another way of coping with it. Alice is on the other side of that. She thinks they're all going to be like the same route to surviving those horrors.
I didn't abandon her.
You just paid a doctor $2 million to do it for you.
Now this is the content I came for.
The doctor told me about a couple who were desperate to have a child of their own, and the $2 million was supposed to go to the family to ensure that you would want for nothing. It was only when you found me that I realized that the doctor had kept the money for himself and dropped you off at a fire station.
Wow.
I just want to thank you both for letting me be a part of this special moment. Thank you. Any last words for Miss Jet?
Yeah.
I'm Batwoman.
Doug.
Hot damn.
That's why Batwoman didn't show up. She was here the whole time.
Is that Harley's hammer? There's the, I don't know what you call that extender glove thing. Big old chattering teeth.
We're the hottest toy of the holidays. Every kid in class wanted one.
That's a bomb.
Over here had attached the pull cord to the pin of a fragmentation grenade hidden.
Yeah. Wow.
How do you move on from that?
You don't. You live with it every day. At least that's what my therapist spent years trying to get through to me.
I know a guy in my profession's not supposed to develop feelings for his targets, but you two really bullseyed me right here.
You want to know what I would have wanted instead of $2 million? That I had someone to walk me to school on my first day of kindergarten. Someone to make me cupcakes for my birthday. Someone to yell at me for staying up too late, but I had to wait 14 years for any of that.
You're right. And look at you. The child I gave nothing to, and you achieved all of this. I gave Marcus everything, and look how he turned out. Maybe the greatest thing I ever did for you was staying out of your life.
Damn.
According to his call log, Marcus has been in contact with Kiki Roulette.
Oh no.
Buzzer's only got one zap left in it, and that's the good news.
Which seems to imply there's bad news.
Oh, it's bad. Now that this thing's working again, I'm not sure how much longer Marcus needs you alive anymore.
What's he gonna do with it? Zap Ryan with it?
In my defense, though, my therapist was Harleen Quinzel, so, you know.
But you know what I've got? Your friends. Not to mention your sidekick and your side piece. How do you want to do this? You want to do it alphabetically, by birthday?
Hey, Batwoman. Remember when I told you I could take care of myself? I meant it.
Okay. Oh, Mary. Too bad she doesn't have the vines anymore. That was a nice transition.
I did think about you every day, but I had to bury those feelings. It's clearly what I do when I don't want to get hurt. I put up a wall.
So that's where I get that from.
That's my life, Ryan. Don't let it be yours.
Who's the daddy?
I'm proud of you.
Thank you, Robo-Dad. Now he's got all these Joker toys. Oh no.
Who's gonna get the last laugh?
Damn. We're gonna see a little more of Carla than I expected. Thought this would be a one and done.
I don't want to be a sociopath.
I can help you.
I was hoping you'd say that. Because I'm not really the kind of gal who likes to do the hard work.
Then what do you want?
The joy buzzer.
We need the buzzer from Marcus.
But you have a sister who needs it more.
Oh, come on. Wait, would that even work for her? Because I didn't think like her empathy was just turned off. I mean, I guess it was because she didn't have there was the Enigma programming put in her to be that way. I don't remember what actually happened with that now that I'm thinking about it. Didn't she get deprogrammed? I don't remember.
I won't push. You don't have to.
Right here on the bar. He was really close to bonking her head on that lamp. All I could think in that moment, it was like, all right, DC, the fuck. Batman can't go down, but they can. I don't know why. Like, every now and then, something just brings that back to the forefront of my brain. And that was another one of those moments. To be fair, Sophie was the one in this moment, but still on the receiving end. Maybe it's a bad thing. Maybe you have to be the receiver. You're not a giver. Who knows? Anyway, guys, that was a fun little episode. I really like their Zsasz. As far as like live action Zsaszes go, I think Gotham had a really good Zsasz, but he never was really Zsasz at all. Like, not at all. Like, not even like close to a comic accurate Zsasz whatsoever. This guy, personality, not quite there, but he's just fun to watch. I mean, both are fun to watch, but he's the Zazzy of the Zazziest out of the ones we've had as far as live action goes. Well, there's the Nolan Zsasz, so I guess that would probably be a little closer, even though he was never really at the forefront of much, aside from a little bit of a cameo kind of feel there. But I like this. Alice kind of wanting to be better. See, like, she was talking about doing, like, she was doing the easy stuff. Her coping, like, ever since there's just been the easy way. She was talking, giving her advice to Mary. It was like, yeah, just bury it down with all this stuff and don't think about it. Just pretend everything's fine. That's what she does. And she's not willing to put in the hard work of fronting everything she's doing. So she, I guess, just wants to get buzzed and keep Marcus trapped in this cycle of damage. Since they get one shock, one jolt out of this thing, and that's it. And she wants Mary to steal it so that they can't use it on Marcus for her. No, I'm sorry, Alice, you need to put in the work. If you're going to stick around, you need to put in the work. I mean, they keep like skirting it a little bit, hinting at it, having her kind of tease healing. Like I said earlier, I was like, I could have swore she got deprogrammed. Or was I wrong? Am I remember that incorrectly? Didn't she get deprogrammed and then she was trying to get back to Enigma to undo Kate's programming, which backfired. Either way, come on. I like Mary, though, the way she's kind of dealing with it. I like how she kind of related to Kiki. Is Kiki actually a character? I'm not familiar with that name. I think my favorite bits of this was obviously still Mary and Alice. I like their back and forth. I like their journey, though. I'm still like clinging on to hope that Alice might find her way out of all this. And, you know, we made some progress. You know, we got that little mention from the team. Maybe it was a slip up. I don't know, that she's not considered a Bat villain anymore, by them at least. And all the stuff with Ryan and Jada, like all of those bottled up feelings, emotions, issues from their relationship, their dynamic, everything that's been going on, as well as the reveal of Ryan being Batwoman to her, as well as everything that Marcus has been doing, and that coming to the forefront, actually got me pretty emotional. Just the parental bits between those two, the back and forth on their relationship, and them like just kind of like digging into the meat of Ryan's abandonment and her struggles as a parent, and how she's just kind of failed on all fronts. And, you know, I don't know. I really dug all of those moments. I even like the scene at the in her office. It actually got me to mist up a little bit. Quite a bit. All the Zaz stuff was fun. I like how he was getting into it and just kind of playing it up, his sadism in this whole thing, while genuinely being curious, obviously having known Ryan from her times in the underground. I don't know, man. There's some fun stuff in here. Luke and Sophie and the relationship stuff. It is what it is. The back and forth, will they, won't they, has been so kind of annoying. But I don't know. What was it, like a couple episodes ago? I was like, oh, yay, we're finally past it. And then it came back again, like this. Between the two of them. And we're back here again. So I don't want to prematurely be like, we're finally over that hill. They're just together. And they're fine. They've buried the hatchet. They've met each other. They've talked it out. They've exposed their feelings. They are past these barriers, these walls. Are we fine? Are we going to be okay? And randomly, I don't know why I just thought of this, we still have no idea what's up with Julia. She's still brainwashed in Germany. Nobody's checked on her. Oh, gosh. She's still got that Enigma command implanted in her brain, and she's in Germany somewhere just fucking doing God knows what. I don't know why I thought of that just now. I guarantee we are never going to talk about that again. Marcus, basically, like, fully funding Arkham to upgrade it just so he could get access to all of the inmates on this work for betterment, like, program thing that he wanted to instill rather than keep them in there. I don't know how he got that greenlit. I mean, they were still in their garbs as they were out and about. Unless he just broke them out. I mean, it just seems like this should be highly, like, suspicious activity. Especially because I don't think, like, even if he was the sponsor of all that and he was funding money into it and whatnot, so, like, it's not like he owns Arkham at this point. And there's not regulations to go through. But, like, he's like, all right, and all these guys, they're coming with me. Hi, bye, we're just doing this. But yeah, I actually did not see that twist with him and Kiki working together coming through. I really like that, like, Mary was like, oh, I'm connecting with this woman who went through the same things as me. But no, she's like, that was all front. Her therapist being Harley. That was fun. Little nod. All the Joker toys and gadgets that she helped build. All the little Easter eggs that were hidden throughout the little workshop. And how she's helping Marcus. I like Marcus's portrayal as the Joker. While he is a fanboy of the Joker in that sense, he's not emulating him. He's doing his own thing. He's out in the open because he is who he is. Like, he's not, like, putting up a front, but he's able to walk and talk in the public eye in a way that's very different. And he's not, like, irrationally, like, off his rocker, hearsay. He's very calculated, but he's also very energetic, charismatic, and kind of, I don't know, fun in a very different kind of way. And he's just like, even though he's dyed his hair, he's wearing, like, the Arthur Fleck style suit, paying homage to a bunch of different Jokers in his garb and his persona, his air and the way he's going about things is very, very different than we've seen with other Jokers. I don't like it because it has him stand out. While I did really like the 2.0s that we got of earlier villains, because they did very much so emulate those other villains, like the new Killer Croc, the new Mad Hatter, I really liked, but they were pretty much new iterations of those characters, new avatars of those characters. Because I know they're like, oh, CW's Joker and all this stuff is, like, floating around everywhere on social media, and people are just always, as it is with CW shows or whatever, people like to poke fun at it. Like, this is the Joker? It's like, yeah, kind of, but not really. He's more of a fan of the Joker than anything. It's not like anybody's calling him the Joker, even though they are for the marketing. It's a very misleading way to approach his character because he's very different. And I just like it. The dynamic's different. The air is different. His psychosis is just completely different as well. I don't know. I find it interesting because it's not something we've had. It's different. I like it. Anyway, that's it. We got 2 weeks before we catch back up with the gang. So, what'd you think? What'd you think of this episode? Where do you think it's going from here? Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Feel free to join our Discord. Links to that on our socials are down in the description box. If you want to see the full-length reaction to this, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you become a member on the channel, gets you access as well. Speaking of, before we go, I want to shout out to channel legends: Mandy Sher, Ryan Karen, Jason Coleman, Philly Vane, Yori Korskov, Margaret Grace, Mary Bradley, Nate Prouty, Emo Slytherin, and Melita. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. Everybody else who's been helping support the channel over there, and everybody who's been supporting and engaging in these videos. I really appreciate all of you. But we got a little bit of a break. I'm going to try to relax on these days as much as possible, because this is going to clear up my schedule, knocking 3 shows off of my schedule for the next 2 weeks. That'll be kind of nice to get some normal sleep for some of these days. Though we do still have Peacemaker, Vox Machina, and one more episode of Boba Fett. So there are some nights where I'm still going to have to be waking up at 3 a.m., but I don't have a bunch of shows in the mid-evening to stay awake for, so I can take a nice little long power nap before that. But guys, that's it for this one, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, everybody.